Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm telling you all the step-by-step guide for beating the Winter Redemption event. Of course, I already made a video on this, but that one doesn't really have as much detail as this one. In this one, I tell you all how I beat every single stage of the max difficulty and got every item. So this is exactly how I do it. Of course, I already recorded this, but my mic was muted for it. I'm not going to question it. So, I'm just gonna redo this recording, because my mic was muted. Wait, is it? So, y'all could probably hear me, and if you can't, then, I don't know. So, the first glitch, of course I did use glitches, but how to beat Mr. Compress is, pretty much, I just did the reset glitch. I'll quickly show you how to do it, but, I'm gonna quickly reset my stats, and, alright, so I got better stats, and then it got super laggy. Game's very laggy right now. Not sure why. It just is. And yeah. So pretty much how to one-shot Mr. Compress. You just gotta quickly attack it. You all saw it, right? The attacks went in the opposite direction. So you just gotta quickly hit it. And then lead it directly off the edge. My double jump just did not work there. So when it's above the water, you quickly reset. I just gotta wait for it to go over the water. Sometimes it don't wanna. Let's see, did it work? And if it works, as soon as you respawn, you should see that it's dead. It in fact did not work, because as you can see, it landed over there. Just gonna quickly redo it. The game is very laggy right now. I have no idea why, but yeah. Come on, Mr. Compress, work. Is he gonna work? It's pretty much random if it works or not. Well, not fully random. You just gotta make sure you do it correctly. And as you can see there, I did it correctly, and it fell over. You have to make sure it's over the blue area, because if it's not directly over it when you reset, you'd have just wasted a life. So you gotta be careful with that. So, yeah, that is how to do the reset glitch. And now onto how I beat pretty much the rest of the ones. The game is still very laggy, and to do this thing, it requires no lag, so I won't be able to properly do it to where it actually works right now, because the game is very laggy. But it requires like Easter Flintlock. Other gun things might work, not fully sure, but I suggest getting pretty much any gun that shoots very fast and does stun. Also, use your highest damage boosting item, and then put all your stats into attack. Of course, like 1k into stamina in case you need to move. So once you do that, pretty much all you do is, well, I suggest using Overhaul with this, because its stun lasts a while, so it gives you time to start. So what you would do is, you'd use Overhaul and use one of the attacks on it, and then you'd quickly start shooting it. As you can see, it's kind of working right now. See? And that's pretty much how you do it, and you just spam shoot it. So, yeah, it's quite simple. And it works on every difficulty. And I'm actually surprised I did this, like, almost first try. Especially with this lag. So, yeah. And that's how you do the Flintlock glitch. Of course, it does require, probably, like, good internet, or, like, not much lag. So I do suggest lowering your graphics down, and, like, settings. So, yeah. Of course, if you miss a single bullet, like I just did, it would normally dash around like this. And if you do it properly, it might work on the like first or third stage, but I'll explain that more in a moment. So yeah. Alright, so the Flintlock glitch only works on the second and fourth stage. It could possibly work on the other ones, it'll be very difficult. Almost impossible probably, but it only works on stage 2 and 4. But if you want to beat stage 3, you'd probably have to do it normally, since there's not really any glitches or bugs or anything like that to beat it. So you pretty much gotta beat it normally, but you're in luck, because that's the easiest boss in the event. Only does like 1 or 2 attacks, and pretty much barely does any damage. And did I just walk through this wall? Just not gonna question that. But yeah, I do suggest getting a team of some people to beat it. And I suggest using the quirk Overhaul, because it does decent damage and has very good healing. But make sure you have someone, possibly like 1 or 2 people, that's using the black hole quirk, because it pretty much just stuns the boss like for a while, so that everyone could attack it without dying. And it's pretty much how you beat the third one. It's how I beat it, to get all the items. Pretty much this is just a guide of how I did that, because as you can see, I got the max version of all the items. It took hours to do, and a lot of work. So, yeah, those are pretty much some things on how to beat the fangs, and yeah. But I do suggest only using the Flintlock glitch if you have a good PC, or like not much lag, because if you lag even the slightest bit, pretty much you'll not do it correctly, because you have to shoot it at as fast as possible. Even if there's a split second where it don't get hit, it will be able to move again. So you just gotta spam shoot it, and sometimes use the attack. Also, when you do use the Flintlock glitch, I suggest... words not working. But I suggest using, or putting all your stats into attack, so that you could do max damage. Because if you do that, you would literally do so much damage. You'd get like 1,000,000 damage in like a few seconds. I'm just gonna quickly show you all that. Because of course I do have it set to the lowest difficulty, because it's easier to show. Because if I had it on like the highest difficulty, if I made like the slightest error, I'd just get one-shotted. And I don't really suggest using shock absorption, because that makes zero difference with taking damage. I'm pretty sure these things like either do percentage damage or something like that, because no matter how much health you have, they always do damage. So I'm just gonna quickly show you this. So look how fast it dies. Well, when they have more health, it does tons of damage. But you saw how, even though it only had 200,000 damage, it died that quick. So I'm not sure if it works on Mr. Compress. I've seen some people able to do it, and I've seen most other people not be able to do it. But it's way best to do on the 2nd and 4th stage, like Buff Santa or Redemption, like those bosses. So I'm just going to quickly test it again, because the game seems to be not as laggy as before. And of course I'm going to quickly lower my graphics quality for least lag possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack it, and there it's dead. But of course it had very low health because it's the lowest difficulty. And yeah, this is pretty much the guide for how I beat it, and all the things. It takes a lot of trial and error. So if you don't get it your first few times, keep on trying. You will probably eventually get it. Because it took me like 3 hours to do. Took forever. But I did eventually get it. So yeah.